Plug those headphones in. It's time for Ireland's only interactive podcast, the multi-award-winning Opinions Matter with Adrian and Jeremy.
Hello, this is Adrian Kennedy, and the following is a short little extract from our most recent Opinions Matter podcast to give you a sample of what we talked about today. If you would like to hear the entire podcast, it's available on Apple Podcasts, on Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. You just search for Opinions Matter with Adrian and Jeremy. Have a listen to this.
By the way, one is male and one is female. Messaging us here. Can you see these messages on Facebook that are in tears listening to the shit that's going on because that's after triggering them? His behaviour is after that has to be illegal.
Well, Vanessa is one person who's absolutely disgusted, Steve, listening to you.
Is that absolute gobshite? Trying to equivocate having a laugh and a little prank with someone with actually a manager screaming in someone's face in public. Is he actually trying to equivocate the two? The guy needs to get his head out of his arse. Seriously. What happened to that woman who messaged you was that she was screamed at in public in front of customers, which is absolutely abusive behaviour. And then he was backed up by head office. So what I would say to the girl is you need to document everything. Have a little work journal, bring it in with you, document what's said, the times, the dates, who said what, join a union, get some advice so you're not feeling like you're on your own, because I tell you what, if he's doing it to you, he's probably doing it to other people as well. Get some backup in your corner, find out what you're entitled to, the protections, the rights that you are afforded to you, regardless of what company you're with. And don't listen to arseholes like this who tell you to grow a thicker skin or it's only banter. It's abuse.
It's the Opinions Matter podcast with Adrian Kennedy and Jeremy Dixon. A podcast from Ireland with a difference.
Nolene, you're on Opinions Matter. How are you, Nolene?
Fit to strangle Steve-O there.
Yeah, what about him?
He is such a gobshite. I've never heard such shite coming out of someone's mouth. How can he claim that it's only a bit of banter?
He's basically saying people just need to grow a thicker skin, is really what I heard, and it's a bit of banter.
But he realise that woman's mental health is affected. Like, I can tell you here now that if that was my daughter and a manager roared at her in public, it'd be the guards he'd need to call and write HR
for
because
what?
I'd be dug
It's not
for screaming at my daughter.
It's not illegal.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You're abusing someone. Like, that woman is terrified. Unless you've gone through a stage where you are actually physically sick to your stomach of having no choice but to go into a job, you can't understand exactly what it's like. And as for gobshite saying that it's only a bit of banter, what them lads did to him was exactly what used to happen years ago, where a carpenter would send an apprentice to a hardware store to get a glass hammer. That's banter. But being roared at in public.
Even that sort of banter, and this is the point that Steve was making. He was sent in one of his first jobs for a long wait, and he.
That's not bullying, though. That's not bullying.
No, but there are some.
That's not bullying.
There are some people
bullying
who
is
think
when
that's
it's physically and mentally. Bullying is physically and mentally when it affects you.
Okay, Nolene, earlier on, Jeremy said at the start of this podcast that he frequently shouts at his children. What is the difference?
I didn't say frequency. I do from time to time.
Well, okay, from time to time you shout at your children.
No,
only
no.
Hang on.
No, only if I can't be heard because there's three of them in the room screaming at each other. Stop shouting, I'll say. I don't scream at them constantly. But the difference...
I'm asking what the difference is.
But you're a parent. You have no control over staff.
This person is a manager. Same dynamic.
But she has that employee has absolutely no reason to be roared at. There is a way of doing things. If she is making a mistake every minute of the day, it's his job as a manager to take her aside and say, okay, listen, this is the way it should be done. I understand you're new, but this is the way. Not go off bellhead and roaring and shouting at her in public. Take her aside. Say to her, this isn't the right way. We're going to have to get something sorted. If not, I am sorry. You're not right for this employment. But don't roar at a person. Like, I'm telling you here now, that if I was in that store and I heard him roaring at her, regardless of whether I knew the woman, I would say to him, and I have done it, where waiters have been abused by the managers. And I've said, that's not really right the way you speak to your staff.
Now, I have witnessed staff being shouted at, and it's not a pleasant thing to witness.
No.
I did pull somebody up once in a particular race course at a race day, screaming at one of the lounge staff, and he absolutely lifted her out of it. And I did pull him up over it because it was so over the top, the way he shouted
The
at her.
feeling of being so afraid to go into a job and being physically sick, and I know it. Like, to wake up in the morning and go, oh, sweet Jesus, please, no, I don't want to go in here. I don't. And it's not laziness before Steve thinks that.
But I do think that some people just take it too personally. You have to expect a degree of discipline.
Yep.
And
it's not a prison.
Yeah, I agree that.
Yes.
But not be roared at in front of people.
Okay, stay
Stay
there for a second. Let me go to Jess. You're on Opinions Matter. Hi, Jess.
There he is.
Well, Jess, what did you want to say on this?
Well, she's clearly shot at the job, isn't she? She's always getting shouted at. Just get better at your job or fucking go.
And is that your reaction to it? She's obviously bad at her job because if she wasn't bad at her job, she wouldn't be shouted at all the time.
Yeah, because every job, if I ever got shouted at, I tell you what, I made sure I improved and I never got shouted at again. Just do your job better and don't give your boss a reason to have a go with you.
Well, what would you say to all that, Nolene? That she's obviously bad at her job or she wouldn't be shouted at all the time?
So that gives him the right to shout at her in front of people. If she was the worst employee in the world, that does not give him a right.
It does, because she's clearly a shit employee. And if I was boss, I'd be saying,
say on a
how shit of a
contract,
worker can you fucking be?
It doesn't say in a contract that a manager has the right to roar at you in the middle, in front of the public.
Don't give a reason for
It
the boss
doesn't
to
matter.
happen.
It doesn't matter.
It does fucking matter.
No,
They're
it
in
doesn't
charge.
fucking matter.
They're in the big booth.
It
You're the
doesn't
worker.
fucking matter.
If they tell you,
They have
don't
no
tell high,
right.
that's what you say.
They have no, you don't. They have no right to treat you like shite.
Work. If they say jump, you say how high. If they shout at you, you're clearly a shit worker and you're doing something wrong. That sounds like she's always doing something wrong because she's not getting better because the boss is still screaming and shouting at her.